This exercise is burpees, and burpees turn up all the time. Great energy expenditure. I personally worry about them a lot with people's hips and backs and things like that, so I don't use them too much. But nevertheless, they are an excellent exercise. But let's have a look at them and let's talk about how to keep them safe and what to think about if you don't really have a certain amount of flexibility, or if your back is vulnerable, or your hips are vulnerable, basically. Okay, so full burpee, let's just look at one. Go down, hop out, hop back, and then often a jump up. Go down, hop out, hop back, and a jump up. So that's your kind of full burpee, basically. So let's have a look at kind of a regression. Good regression is basically to come down, under control, step out, taking care of your back, step in under control, right your posture, and then stand, and then go back. So move a little bit quicker. That regression is moving quicker, but not so fast that I'm going to aggravate my back, basically. One of the key things is this idea about right posture and then go. So even in a full burpee, when I see them taught, one of the things I very rarely see commented on, which I think is really important, is once you hop and you're ready to go up and jump, sort your back out first. So out you go, yeah, come here. Most people will land like this, have a look at my back, and then often, bam, up they go with a big movement. You see how much is going on in the back there. Personally, once I've landed, I ask people to fix their posture and then go, basically. So that's one aspect. So I'll show you that in. There you go, fixed posture and then up. Keeps you nice and safe, much safer on your back. The other one is this hop in. So when you hop in, bear in mind that you're now using an explosive movement. The knees are coming up. Yeah, hip flexors are firing, which anchor on the lower back. And typically people are going to jump into this round position. So if you have a vulnerable back, jumping into a round spine position isn't necessarily the best idea. So let me kind of show you, since it won't actually hurt my back because it's not particularly vulnerable. So you're going to, when you hop in, you see that? You're literally jumping into a rounded back position. So you can make it better by trying to land all at once so that you don't jump straight into that position. But generally speaking, if you have a bad back, burpees, I just don't think they're for you. If you have really, really tight hips, then you're going to want to be careful of them. Doesn't mean you can't do them, but warm up. And if you do have tight hips, you should be finding out all about what you can do to really sort of sort that out, really. What kind of stretches, what sort of strengthening, and then just kind of really balance all of that out. So, looked at from a nice straightforward point of view, fixed back, up we go. I'll show you a few in a row. There's a few. Regression. Yeah, up we go, you can speed it up. Yeah, that's fine. It's a nice good exercise for if this is the level that you should be moving at. It's a great exercise. The other thing also with burpees, of course, is watch the back. It's like really going low. So once you jump out in a burpee, we also see lots of this. Yeah, so if you've got kind of good mobility and you're kind of flowing through it, then it's not necessarily an issue. But again, going back to people whose backs are more vulnerable, jumping out, going down can be as much of a problem as this jumping round. Of course, if you're not vulnerable, a lot of this won't necessarily affect you. But should you do it correctly anyway? Definitely. Because a lot of things that aren't affecting you now. But 5, 10, 15 years later, of really excellent exercise, niggles start to come. Maybe they were affecting you, but just very, very slowly. So let's look again. Out you go. Back to here, nice solid position, core switches on. Up to here. You can jump straight into a good position, but if you don't, straighten up, and then up we go. So, here we go. Moving it on. If we are doing it quite well, and we're not vulnerable, performance is good, body is safe, then you can even take that a little further. So you can throw a press up in, so you can go out, press up, come up, jump, and then go. So that will look like that. And even more fun, pretty advanced. The most important thing in this is you're going to want to be able to land and decelerate smoothly without jarring shoulders or neck. but you can drop that press up into what is essentially quite a fast deceleration. So it's going to drop into it and really bounce out of it. So let's have a look. Yeah, so dropping smoothly through. And if you look at any of what I've taught with anything explosive, you'll also learn how to make sure that that isn't a hard drop onto shoulders and neck. So I would suggest that if you are going to try and do that, that you should have already mastered a safe and smooth explosive press up that doesn't look like you're hard hitting the ground all the time. That would definitely aggravate neck and shoulders. Once you've got that nice and smooth, you can put that all together into a very dynamic and explosive burpee. So there's lots of things to know about burpees. If you're a beginner, your back isn't great, your hips aren't great, and someone's trying to smash your heart rate with them, do regress it. They're excellent as they are. Don't jump about into round positions with bad backs, hips, and things like that.